In this short video, let's review the pancreas. The pancreas is endocrine and exocrine function, so it's a mixed gland, right? Endocrine, we're thinking going into the interstitial fluid, being absorbed by the capillaries, going into the blood. When we think of exocrine, we think it's going to be going to the surface or to the epithelial surface. In this case, a big portion of the exocrine portion of the pancreas is arranged in acinar cells or acini. The acini cells, which make up the majority of the pancreas, is going to release digestive enzymes. Okay, scattered among the acinar cells are clusters of endocrine cells. These are called the pancreatic islets or the islets of Langerhans. Now, the islets of Langerhans, these are primarily your alpha cells and beta cells. Your beta cells are responsible for detecting blood sugar levels and secreting insulin, whereas the alpha cells also detect blood sugar levels but are responsible for secreting glucagon. The delta cells secrete somatostatin, and the F cells secrete pancreatic polypeptide. So here is an alpha cell, and here is a beta cell. These here around the periphery, these are your acinar cells. So like more than 90% of the pancreas is actually made up of these acinar cells, okay? So here we're looking at the seesaw of blood sugar. So let's say we start out with homeostasis. We have normal blood sugar, but then the person just ate a high sugary meal. So you have a rise in blood glucose. That's going to tell the beta cells of the pancreas to release insulin. Insulin is going to say, okay, we got to push some of this glucose away, so maybe cells will start to take some up. That's a way of getting it out of the blood if cells start to uptake it. Or glucose can be stored into glycogen inside the liver. Remember, glycogen, anything in ogen is inactive. Now, if the blood sugar falls too low and you get a decrease in blood sugar, now the alpha cells of the pancreas push out glucagon. Glucagon goes to the liver and says, glucose be gone, right? Because it takes glucogen, which is the storage form, breaks it down into glucose. Glucose gets sent out into circulation, and it raises blood sugar all over again, okay? So you get the seesaw effect, again, negative feedback loop of blood sugar. We've heard of diabetes mellitus. This is when we have blood sugar that's too high. We're going to get the 3 P's: polyuria, polydipsia, and polyphagia. Polyuria is when the person is urinating to get out the sugar. Polydipsia, because there's poor metabolism of the glucose. Polydipsia, another way of getting rid of, when your body is getting rid of excess sugar through excessive urination. In polyuria, you become dehydrated. So polydipsia is, we got to make up for that, so you get thirsty. So you drink a lot, you pee a lot. You drink a lot, you pee a lot. Polyphagia is excessive hunger and food consumption because you're not metabolizing carbohydrates very well. Hyperinsulinism is when there's an excessive amount of insulin secretion, and it results in the opposite, which is hypoglycemia, which is too little blood sugar, okay? When blood sugar gets too low, kids can go a little bit hyper, just like when blood sugar gets too high, kids can go a little hyper, okay? All right, when we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the reproductive glands.